Oh shit, oh shit. We're very close to hazard. Pilot Robert Harris has challenged us to an emergency landing scenario.
I've been flying for 37 years. My plane is a Piper Arrow 2.
Within this scenario, the pilot has suddenly gone unconscious.
And we only have 15 minutes worth of fuel.
So within that 15 minutes, we have to take control of the airplane, maintain and control our altitude,
bank and guide the plane towards the runway,
and then prep for descent so we can get the plane safely on the ground.
And I'm going first.
This is gonna be awesome. So Becky and I came out to Princeton Airport in New Jersey, where Becky and I are gonna go head-to-head in the emergency landing challenge.
Oh wow.
You have the airplane.
Oh geez, okay.
Gotcha.
So in straight and level flight, we want to maintain altitude. If we find the altitude increasing, we need to lower the nose by pushing the yoke forward. If we find the altitude decreasing, we need to raise the nose a little bit by pulling the yoke backwards. Just a little bit.
Such an exhilarating feeling. You finally have the controls in your hands.
Being the passenger as Josh is flying, trying to act like everything's fine, but I want to die. So in order to keep level, I look at the altimeter. Oh. Nose down. Flying this plane feels a lot like me driving a car. I feel confident, I feel safe.
No one else does.
Nose down a little more.
Pull it back, nose up.
Controls are so sensitive. Every tiny, subtle movement affects the plane.
Too much. Everything gentle.
I'm a little too strong, so when I try to push forward, the nose goes down too much, or when I pull back, I pull up too much.
I love that that's the way you're a little too strong. He had no finesse.
Nose down.
Going straight.
Tiny low, so there we go. That feels good right there.
I want to know how mad do pilots get when you see movies where people jump into a cockpit and it's just like super easy for them. You know that is not what it's like at all. What's crazy too is that there are real life stories where people have done this.
To turn, we need to put the airplane into a bank. The ailerons are what do that, and we control the ailerons with the yoke.
Getting bumpy.
Okay.
Right now, I'm a little bit uncomfortable in the back seat while Becky's flying.
He had fear.
That's not how I would personally describe it. I'm a little nervous, let's be real about it, like Becky's flying the airplane.
Shallow turn to the left.
Your stomach goes through flips up in the air, so I was having some struggles.
Shallow turn.
As Becky's going through this, I'm seeing her handle this stuff like a boss. And I'm gonna have to step my game up because she's killing it.
I'm destroying it.
Oh wow, that's awesome.
With today's flight simulators, you can actually learn a lot about flying. Landing a plane is one of the most difficult things to learn in a flight simulator. If you know about the Barefoot Bandit, he was able to steal airplanes, fly them for hundreds of miles, but he invariably crashed every airplane he ever stole.
For step 3, first we have to initiate radio communication with the tower.
Princeton traffic, arrow, downwind, 10 Princeton.
Princeton traffic, arrow 41903, 45410 Princeton.
Then we have to decrease our altitude and retard the throttle to slow our speed.
Straightening up. All right, pulling back to 18.
Okay, pulling power back. Oh, too much.
Then we pull the landing gear and the flaps. Pulling the gear. One notch of flap. Another notch.
As you're coming down towards the runway, you've gotten yourself in that position, you're ready to do it, you know, here we are. You still feel this rush and this kind of, a little bit of fear hits you because we've never done this before. But it's fun though.
Okay, here we go, here we go.
Here we go, bring the brakes.
Coming in hot.
Brakes
Looks
on.
like we made it.
We survived.
It's so...
I needed this. I want it to be known that I needed this.
I'm happy for Becky.
Didn't let me win.
I gotta be honest, I'm proud of her. Like, she
Don't
was
even
so...
give me that. No, I want you to be sad because I crushed you.
I'm not sad. I support my fellow people, and I like to see people rising up. She needed this, though. Let's be real. We all saw the last video, right? You know what I mean?
I very much give it up to all the pilots out there.
Without a doubt, made me have so much more respect for pilots. I was just a little too strong on the controls. It takes me time to learn to finesse certain things sometimes, so...
A little too strong.
A little too strong. And that's where we're gonna leave it.